Hello and welcome back to another episode of Clash of Clans Ranked Legends. Today's episode is a bit different. Why? Because I am basically just showing replays. The reason for this is I had a very nice day of attacking with this army, Fireball Furnace, using the new Barbarian King equipment, the Stick Horse. At the time of doing the attacks, both the Stick Horse and the Giant Gauntlet were at level 20, so they're far from maxed, but I still had a very good day in Legends. As you can see here, the video that you would be watching if I recorded this would be the attacks from the 99% to the 3 other triples. So it was an amazing attacks. I'm kind of spoilering the attacks here, how well everything went. But yeah, sadly I didn't record, I didn't press record. I was talking as if I was recording, but I was just talking into the void. And but I like the attacks very much, and for that reason I'm still going to show the replays today. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so this was my first attack in that video. If I remember correctly, I made a short fireball onto this bomb hive. Very quick and easy fireball. We'll see that happening. I wasn't sure what to do at this point, so I waited a bit until I decided that I'm gonna do this. Because I was also considering fireballing here, but yeah, this was the fireball I did. Then I placed the ward on the top. Placed the furnace to clean up. I'm just gonna speed this attack up a bit. This also sets up a nice funnel on this side. And then sooner we'll start the second part of the attack, which is the Archer Queen with the log launcher. Starting from the left, if I remember correctly. Exactly. With a bunch of support, also a rage spell, soon, I think, yes. There we go. Poison spell on the Clan Castle troops. And then I was seeing that the Warden goes into danger here, because he's going to go into that disgusting compartment. So I ice blocked him so he absorbs damage, doesn't get killed, and sent the Barbarian King with his ability into there. And the Barbarian King just clean up everything. Also placed the Royal Champion from the other side, and then this just clean up. Usually you don't want the Barbarian King and you don't want the Grand Warden to be pulled by other troops, but this time I just improvised. He was going to die for sure in that compartment by himself, so that's what I did basically. Yeah, it worked out nice. Oh, sorry, it didn't work out. Yeah, didn't work out. I had a time fail actually, and I placed those 2 balloons here on the outside, and that was just wasted because then I was failing because I didn't get to this last elixir storage in time. So it was almost a triple, very close time fail. This was the next attack. This is a log kind of base. I wanted to approach this in a similar way as I did in my last video, because that worked out pretty well. This time I wanted to make sure that the Barbarian King gets more value though, and we're gonna actually be able to do that. The fireball's target is obviously this core. So yeah. Place down the warden on the bottom. Speed this up. Also placing a furnace on the left side to start setting up a funnel for the Barbarian King later. At this point, and also the warden almost died here because of these 3 defenses and the EXO actually, yeah. But I made him survive and use an invisibility spell, not ideal, but it's still okay. At this point also, by the way, I'm already having a plan in my mind how I'm gonna do it. Letting the warden walk for a moment, then fireballing the core, cleaning up these trash buildings here, and then starting the Archer Queen from the top,
So she shoots her arrow down this line with the log launcher. So they kind of funnel everything here and destroy everything here. And then I send in the Barbarian King roughly from here to deal with the clan castle and these big defenses with spell support. That's the goal basically. Yeah, ice blocking him here. Nice and easy fireball. I'll let him walk for a bit until I feel danger. Place him down to the right side, because that's the only part I didn't talk about earlier, so I have no plan for that. Then I place down my Archer Queen with the log launcher and the Yetis and the Ice Golem. They pull the clan castle, not a problem, I poison it. I put down the Royal Champion to help with the funnel for the Barbarian King, so he really doesn't get distracted. And then I bring in my Barbarian King. Now what wasn't ideal here with the Barbarian King, I placed him down close to the Ice Golems and he got frozen while his ability was active. That wasn't good because the ability only lasts for a set amount of time, and so that took away from his time, but it was still fine. And got another triple here. I mean, what I mean, another. The first triple of the day. Of those 4 attacks. Yeah, nice. Okay, this is the 3rd attack on a double invis base. So my plan was always, if there's a double invis base, usually one of the invis towers is a great fireball. So that's also the target that I'm having. At this point, I wasn't really sure where to send in the Barbarian King and where to do everything. Also where to send in the Archer Queen, I wasn't sure. So I placed down my 1 on the bottom here. Speed this up. Then my idea was eventually I'm gonna shoot this invisibility tower with the giant arrow, and then let the Barbarian King take care of these defenses in the middle there. And maybe use the Royal Champion to take care of the rest here, but it kind of turned out differently. Did a nice fireball here to the invisibility compartment. Then realized that the Warden can actually safely take out that monolith, so I let him do that. Then I recalled him here before it gets dangerous, placed him on the left, because that's the area where no of my plans are. And then I kind of switched plans a bit. Like I said, my original plan was to trigger the Invis Tower with the Archer Queen and then let my Royal Champion take care of this, while my Barbarian King takes care of these. But since the monolith was already taken out and there was only these 2, I kind of switched that around. So instead I let my Royal Champion take care of the bottom and use my Barbarian King for that area instead, because the Barbarian King can deal with all that damage. Yeah, poison the clan castle there. Save my 1 with a totem spell. At this point I wasn't even sure if it was gonna be enough, but then, yeah, it was enough. And the last attack of the day. So here I wasn't sure what I should be doing with the fireball. So if I remember correctly, this was a strange attack. I wasn't sure what I should fireball at first. I thought maybe fireball this. I wasn't sure what I would get. I decided on fireballing this Builder Heart, and I just kind of hoped it would get the clan castle, which I wasn't sure about at that point. You know, there's other fireball value, but I wasn't really happy with those. So yeah, that's what I decided on. Took me a while because I still wasn't sure at this point what to fireball. So wasting some time here basically. But yeah, we get a nice little fireball in. Clan castle is gone. 1 can take down the heroes. And at this point still, I'm not really sure how I want to hit this base. I feel like the layout is just a bit weird. But then I wanted the 1 to go towards the left. I'm gonna speed it up here. Bunch of Teslas here. Yeah, I was happy with him going left. And if I remember correctly, now I'm not sure. I think I started the Archer Queen from the top and sent in the Barbarian King from this side, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I started the Archer Queen from the right. I'm not really sure. We're gonna see. I don't totally remember. No, I think I sent in the Archer Queen from the right, the Royal Champion from the top, and then the Barbarian King from the middle. Something like that, I think. Yeah, about something like that, yeah. So the Archer Queen kind of builds a funnel here, destroys these kind of trash buildings, not just trash, of course, but like buildings that aren't as strong, and then I let the Barbarian King really walk into the high hitting defenses. I didn't expect him to walk outside. I wanted him to go to that Revenge Tower compartment, but yeah, it was still fine. Still completely fine. Yeah, and with the Royal Champion going to the Phoenix ability, I get another triple here. And then, yeah, I wanted to swag my two spells. I had the Recall spell and the Ice Block spell left, so I wanted to swag them. And I just had a brain fart moment where I just shut off my mind. I wanted to swag them, so I just placed them down in the middle of the screen. But my Warden was there, so I recalled my Warden. And at that point, I wasn't sure if I was going to finish or if I was going to have a time fail. So I almost made myself fail here because I recalled my Warden when he was just attacking buildings. That was insanely stupid, but it was funny and it still worked out. So that's good. So yeah, that concludes today's Legends Day. The last 4 attacks I uploaded in my other video, and then today's 4 attacks with only 1 time fail and 3 triples. And then in the other 4 attacks, 3 triples and 1 88%. It was an amazing day, and you have to consider that I was using the stick horse on level 20. Now I have it on 21 because of the star bonus. I got enough starry ore. I have 0 starry ore in the bank now. Oh my god, that's so terrible. But yeah, I used the stick horse on level 20 and the giant gauntlet on level 20. So even at that level, it still worked out. Also still have the rocket spear on 23. So still have a bunch of equipments to upgrade, and it still worked really, really well. So well that I went plus 286. So yeah, it was an amazing Legends Day, and I genuinely had a lot of fun playing and recording that, especially the first video. The second one I didn't record, obviously. But yeah, I had a lot of fun, and this army is so much fun. The Barbarian King, sending the Barbarian King into these high damage compartments for him to take out, it's a lot of fun, honestly, and yeah.
So yeah, I hope you could learn something from these attacks or just see a good use case for the new Barbarian King equipment. And yeah, if you liked the video, please leave a like, leave a comment with your thoughts, feedback, whatever, and subscribe for more content like this and to support an upcoming creator. And then I hope to see you soon.